Go, all right. We're looking live. Evening, everyone. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Right. We've got a cozy, cold night for us tonight. It is already swiftly approaching freezing down here in the hellishly hot state of Florida. So I can only imagine what it's like for the rest of you people. Anyway, thanks for joining me this evening. I hope everybody managed to catch our my discussion with John from Friday. That being the one on evangelical purity culture and everything to do with that. I actually learned a whole lot, so hopefully you guys did too. It's one of those. That was one of those topics where I knew I precious little. Now I know a little bit more, having kind of gone through it and had a nice chat about it with someone who knows what they're talking about. At least to some extent, right? I mean, John's no expert per se, but he knows about his theology. He knows his moral theology to some extent, right? That sounded like I'm being disparaging, but like non-expert, but he knows his stuff. But then also, he's experienced with it. And that's something that I guess I'm lacking in, right? Because I'm a cradle Catholic, and that means I grew up as a kind of, what'd you say? Somewhere in between a cultural Catholic and a devout Catholic. Because I grew up as a Catholic whole life. We went to Mass on Sundays. I did CCD up through confirmation. But it didn't really impact much of my life beyond that. I think that is the big, waiting for my dude. Borrow tournament gear. Alright, let's do this. Where? Talk to... Oh, armor. Here we go.
Greetings. What do you want?
Give me the gear for the next discipline.
Of course. Just a moment. I'll help you put it on.
Excellent.
See
Thank
soon,
you.
my friend.
Right, we're doing sword and board first. Hold on. Let's see. Let's untrack our other quests. Huh? I will go back to Lady Rosa after the tournament's over. Tournament first. Actually, how do I look? Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. I dig it. I do keep a few of my pieces of kit, but not much. Oh, I have no plate armor. Interesting. Huh. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Let's sharpen our tournament sword a little bit.
Can't get any better than this.
Excellent. Once again, whatever devs decided to put cicadas into the game, I'm not happy about it. All right, let's make sure we have our stuff fixed up. So I'm assuming it's not going to be in great shape. Let's see. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's not in spectacular shape. Would you look at that? Taylor. That also applies the perk as well, which is nice.
Nice out today. Hope it lasts.
Isn't that hard?
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
Never mind. Okay. I mean, he does have quests to give, but for right now, I'm just waiting for my turn, I guess. Right? Yeah, wait for my duel. Swedish will announce me. Alright, sweet. Time to wait. Anyway, while waiting, like I was, I'll continue on what I was kind of yapping about. If, like I said, if you didn't see the chat I had with John, we did a sort of EFAP style response, sort of, to an interview by Hannah Cox from Reason magazine, or Reason TV, Reason from Reason, those guys, the sort of cathedralite libertarian gang, but we didn't really get through much of the interview. We got through maybe a third of it. We got through, I think, 17 minutes out of 48, so almost exactly a third of it. I mean, that's understandable. I'm not honestly surprised that we didn't get through much of it, just given that this kind of a reaction response is going to naturally take at least like 4 or 5 times as long as whatever you're responding to if you're doing it right. But then also, because I was kind of really just wanting to use that interview, that video, as a sort of springboard, a jumping off point to then talk about the topic of purity culture. And we did, right? We talked a whole lot about it, and we used that as a nice jumping off point. We didn't get into too much detail of what they were saying, because she was interviewing Josh Harris, who is the author of I Kiss Dating Goodbye, who has since sort of repented of having written it and turned away from purity culture. Ding dong. And the interview was interesting. I recommend giving it a watch. There was some interesting stuff going on beyond what we just reacted to. So I always, whenever I do one of these reactions, usually it's something that is worth watching on its own. There are exceptions to that, but usually it is. So yeah, that's worth checking out. Worth checking out. Also, those of you who were in the chat last Friday, thank you very much. I did not pay close enough attention to you. So if you have anything that you did talk about then that I didn't really address, I apologize. I was having trouble keeping an eye on the chat between screen sharing and recording and managing the live stream and all that. So if you do have anything that you did say but I didn't really address and want to ask about it or talk about it now, feel free. Have at it. Oh my gosh, I can see my breath. I don't know if you can. Yeah, a little bit. Sweet. Anyway, that is because it is, I think, currently 37 degrees out. And I got my window open right there. I'm thrilled. Oh yeah, that's nice. Also, I got my nice, very large macchiato over here. Actually, I think it would technically qualify as a cappuccino. Maybe a latte. I don't know. It's... I typically think of this as more like a macchiato because I steam the milk and then I pour the espresso through it. Or brew the espresso through it. Through the steamed milk, so it marks it. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's like that. Rather than doing the espresso either poured straight in or even first or anything like that. Then milk poured over it, that sort of thing, which is usually, I think, how a cappuccino is properly done. I'm waiting.
Careful.
No. Oh, the cicada's over there. I'm gonna wait over here then. Hello, nobles. You look noble. We're waiting, man. Anyway, the other major thing I kind of wanted to talk about, which is kind of relevant to some of the themes of this game and some of the events of this game in general, if not what we're doing here, is that today's Armistice Day or Veterans Day or whatever you want to call it. I tend to prefer Armistice Day because of its origins with the armistice ending the First World War. That I think that is absolutely something that is crucially worth remembering, and in a measured way at least celebrating. Because I do think that the First World War is, I think, probably top 5 worst things humanity has ever done. Certainly not the worst. We have done worse things before and since. But it's definitely top 5. So, yeah, no, it was a horrific atrocity that essentially destroyed Europe for no reason. And led to all of the atrocities surrounding World War II that really ultimately spurned the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. It had so many far-reaching negative effects and so few positive effects anywhere. It's just, it was an absolute horrible human tragedy that we absolutely should celebrate its ending, even if that end came far later than it should have, and after far too much bloodshed. And quite frankly, something I didn't realize, didn't really even fully put an end to all of the fighting, because most of the former Central Powers were in the midst of social upheavals at the time, at the end of the war in 1918. At the end of 1918. This is actually, by the way, something that I only realized, I didn't know this. I only learned this from Martyr Maid's podcast on the subject, Enemy the Germans War, which the first episode is out, by the way. Came out a few weeks ago, or a month or two ago, actually, at this point. I just re-listened to it today, and man, the fact that Germany basically had a Bolshevik revolution that ultimately failed, but was a large contributing factor to the chaos at the end of the war, is not exactly something that I ever learned in history class. And I took AP history, and I took basically some. Now, to be fair, I only took history at the college level, if you include AP history, advanced placement, which is basically college classes in high school. I didn't take 20th century history. I didn't focus on that later than high school and college, but you would think that's something you would learn about, you know. But no, I guess not. Evening, Imsimp. I am, in fact, very cozy because it's cold. It's actually chilly, and I have my window open because it's cold out. It's, I think, temperature. The computer says 38 degrees out. There you go. I can see my breath in my office. I don't know if you can, but there it is. Maybe. Anyway, delightful. Absolutely delightful. I get a nice some kind of espresso drink. I think it would be properly called a macchiato. Which is nice.
God be
A
with
white
you.
chocolate macchiato.
Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Righto.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Oh, he's right there. Okay. Anyway, yeah, topics for tonight. The same topic as Friday. If you guys wanted to talk more about purity culture having to do with that, or the contrast point of the virtue of chastity, or what have you. I also wanted to talk about Armistice Day and World War One. And I will say that I give my absolute highest recommendation I possibly can to Martyr Maid's podcast on on the First World War. Again, he takes he's taking this whole project, which is really looking at World War II. The whole project is called the series is called Enemy: The Germans' War, which is looking at especially World War II from the perspective of the Germans. What were the Nazis doing? Why were they doing it? How can we understand what their actions were? And what led people to doing such horrible things and killing so many people, destroying society, destroying Europe, all of this. How do we explain all this, and how do we look at this, and looking at the personal nuanced details of all of it? So that is his goal, which, by the way, Daryl Cooper of Martyr Maid is excellent at doing that sort of thing consistently. About so many of the topics that he's covered. Yeah, I recommend basically any of his series, at least the ones that I've listened to, have been excellent, so I probably can recommend all of them. But I definitely recommend giving this one a listen. The prologue and the first episode are out. The prologue looks at the sort of post World War I, so the sort of interwar prejudice against. The post World War II. Sorry, the post World War II prejudice and mistreatment of the German people, sort of as a result of most of Europe, especially the Allies, looking at the Hun as a bunch of inhuman monsters. Then the first episode, the one that came out relatively recently, the one that I just re-listened to for good reason, is about the First World War and the actual conditions within the war, what the purposes were of the various assaults and things like that, what it was like, and especially focusing on the kind of people who survived it and went on to be prominent people in the Second World War. Because that's again that's the focus, right? That's the focus. So we get these stories of various future Nazis. Hitler not least of all, of course. And how they wound up serving and in the First World War. It was a very good series, I will say. Very, very good so far. Even though the first episode's only out. And by the way, the first episode's over 4 hours long, so it's not like this is like, the first episode is like a half an hour covering the First World War. No, it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours, so take your time with it. It's very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm, again, glad I re-listened to it, because, like I said, I hadn't known before that by the end of the war in 1918, Germany was in the middle of a Bolshevik revolution. Especially given the fact that it was essentially blowback. The German Bolshevik Revolution was blowback for them, essentially sending a bunch of German intellectuals to foment communist revolution in Russia to try and get Russia off of their Eastern Front, which worked, by the way, like completely worked. The Russian Revolution of 17, I think, Lenin's revolution, did basically just take Russia out of the war entirely. And so, if anything was going to turn the tides, anything was going to turn the tides on the Western Front in favor of Germany, it was going to be easing up on the Eastern Front, or even realistically, the cessation of hostilities on the Eastern Front, which allowed resources to be shifted west. And man, they did. They made a hell of an effort of it. But another thing, which, by the way, I never realized this. I mean, it was obvious. Like, this is the kind of thing that you would know if you thought about it for 5 minutes. But I was never encouraged to think about it for 5 minutes. Is that the Entente powers in the First World War had such a tremendous numerical and resource advantage over the Central Powers. This is the kind of thing that we don't think about, right? Because we're just sort of we're just sort of taught that, well, the Entente powers that were the good guys because, you know, America joined them, and it was our good old buddies, France and England, right? They were the good guys, right? And so we don't think of the Entente powers as having this overwhelming advantage in firepower throughout the war. I'm gonna eat that. But the reason for that, again, should be patently obvious to anybody who knows anything about the various powers involved, because the Entente powers, that is primarily France and England, but really most of them, were first and foremost colonial empires. The Entente governed 40% of the world population, plus allies, plus their allies. It's not even including all of the ones that were sort of allied nations, like the Commonwealth nations, like the U.S., that sort of thing, right? Just the Entente powers and their colonies was 40% of the world population at the time, whereas the Central powers were I think was like less than 10%. So again, the sheer numbers involved, the number of people and the resources that could be drawn upon to basically lay siege to Germany and Austria was just unfathomable. And again, this is something that again, think about this for 5 minutes, it becomes obvious. Like, it becomes incredibly obvious that, well, yeah, of course, the Entente powers are these colonial empires. So yeah, they're going to be. Do I have to, like, step into the ring? No? Guess not. Okay.
Careful.
Anyway, though, yeah, of course, they're these massive colonial powers. So, of course, they're going to have tremendous resources. I'm not sitting here. There's that frickin' cicada. I hate it. I'm going to go over here. This would be better. I'm waiting for my duel. I'll wait right here. Anyway, yeah, that's again. These are just little things that it's super weird that this isn't in, you know, your high school history book. Car. Imsim says, okay, Imsim's got some questions. So let's see. If we forget a sin during confession but remember it later, are we still forgiven for it? We said at the close of confession, these are all the sins I can recall, forgive me, any I have forgotten. I don't think you technically have to even say that. If the intention is to be sorry for all of your sins, is to repent, then the grace of confession extends over even those sins which are forgotten, as far as I know. I mean, again, this is a question better asked to your priest, because it may still be appropriate to confess that, you know, next time. But also, if, say, God forbid, you die without having gone back, I believe it is forgiven. I believe so. I'm just waiting for my duel. What's going on here? Odorous Auto. Bath Wench.
I apologize.
Careful.
Bunch of people. Oh, okay, yeah. Look, if you misspoke the act of contrition, I don't think that that's damnable. Let me put it this way. If the priest still says, I forgive you for your sins, then your sins are forgiven. Regardless of what you may or may not say. And yeah, look, if it, as you say, if it's your first confession in 6 years, surely you're gonna forget something, even if it's just venial sins that you're forgetting. So that is completely understandable. Again, I don't think it's... excuse me. I don't think it's a tremendous problem. That said, I mean, it wouldn't hurt next time. Next time you go to confession to mention it at that point. Hi, Grace. How you doing? Good evening. But yeah, I wouldn't be scrupulous about it. That's all I would say. Why is this taking so darn long? What? I'm gonna try and talk to everyone I can, I guess. On heart? Well, that doesn't...
You wouldn't have any
Oh,
work.
damn it.
Yeah?
This isn't what I
Might
meant to
know of
ask right now.
something.
But okay.
Not long ago, ein Frau was here looking for a swordsman. But the whole thing is ein bisschen precarious.
Why? What's the deal?
She
Interesting.
is a widow. Poor thing. She was looking for a warrior für ein Duell. And that is something the city council does not like to see. Deshalb, I cannot do it myself. I do not want to lose the Fechthalle. Aber you could help her. Go to her, tell her I sent you. And mein Gott, do nothing to bring shame on our guild. I have faith in you.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll go and
Cool.
see her and find out more.
She lives in the house in the middle of Haradek quarter.
Roddick. Huh? Alright, well, nothing here. That didn't help me. Okay. Can I sit at the nice high table? I could, theoretically. Matthew? Can I walk in yet? Wait for your duel. Okay, but like... I'd love to. But what's going on? Ray says it'd be great if one of my roommates didn't just try to control my reactions to obviously frustrating things. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it is just sort of a, maybe a projected expectation, that sort of thing. Okay, here's how I think that you should be reacting to this, and perhaps they are, to be charitable, frustrated, confused, and perhaps upset with you that you're reacting in a way differently than they would, something like that. It could just be, like I said, a kind of inconsiderateness on their part, that sort of thing. Then again, it could just be outright psychological manipulation. That does happen, so maybe. Imsim said, I've been reached out by various Morbin leaders wondering about my absence. I've simply been silent and not replied, though I think I will fashion a formal resignation if all ties. I mean... Yeah, I would say that is... Even if for purely social reasons, that is probably best. You know, as a courtesy, not leaving people that you have established social relationship with, that is the leaders, not leaving them completely in the dark as to what happened to you. You know? Now, whether you're going to go into all the details of, hey, I've been spying on you for years, maybe don't. That's your call. Excuse me. But just being courteous about it could go a long way. I honestly just to being courteous, to being charitable to other people. Oh no. The live stream just died. Oh jeez. And missing a whole second. Jeez. I'm sorry. Hopefully it was hopefully everything is back, I should think. I should hope. I'm surely at least partially to blame for being on an odd schedule here. So. How about I try and wait for an hour, maybe? Will that help? Or will that just make things worse? Eight o'clock. Wait, not 8 o'clock. 1800. So 4 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Whatever. I am waiting for my duel. Are we doing this or what? Oh, it's over now. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, thrown off from the time change. I'm sure. Yeah, it's still a little wacky. What is going on here? I thought that the tournament would be throughout the day, not starting at 6 in the evening. What is going on? It might be glitched, yeah. I'm gonna reload. Let's try this again. Yeah, some bugged, I'm guessing. Let's try again. Alright. Yeah, because I'm really hoping to be able to do the tournament tonight. Oh hey. Hey, yelling at the TV to F off actually helped. That's good. A little odd, but things happen.
Good to see you.
God be with you.
My armorer in here. Hello, hello.
Greetings.
Let's
to
try
you.
this again, shall we?
How can I help?
I need equipment for the next...
Of course. See you later, my friend.
Well, let's like I said, let's do some repairs. Patching up. Sharpening.
All done.
There we go. Okay, and here we go. The marksman's kit, don't need to do it there. All right. Actually, do I? How's my crossbow doing? Oh no, it's fine. All right, everything is nicely patched up, and now we wait, I suppose. Oh wait, so Grace, they're angry at you because you yelled at the TV for the stream not working? Like, come on now, that's ridiculous. It's not like they were asleep or anything. Oh gosh. I would like to wait for my duel. Do I need to talk to anybody or something? I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I'm not sure who thinks this. Imson asked, what should I do with my story now that I'm reconciled to the Church in Christ? I mean, I think that it would be worth publishing. I think it's a fascinating story. This has got to be bugged. I don't know how to fix this.
Better not forget about that council assembly.
Okay, well, everyone's gone. What in the world? Okay, yeah, the quest is just gone. Yeah. Let's try and go back here to my last exit save. Is it locked until you do something? Maybe. I'm guessing it's bugged. Because my current quest was wait until my turn to duel, which should not be that long. And I've been doing this for 40 minutes. I don't know what's going on here. mean, anyone can feel free to search Kuttenberg tournament bug for me, if this is a common issue or if it's fixable somehow. Well, the thing with the quest is that it is a specific time. Like, it's today. The tournament is specifically today. Oh! I need to get there between 6 and 10 in the morning? Oh, well, that's why. It's not bugged, I'm just stupid. Maybe I do this one. Maybe I'll do this one. Forget what the save was. But I got there too late, that's the problem. If dishonest people find you lying unconscious, they may rob you. I think that's right. Right, I'm gonna try and just hard ride all the way over there so I can get there in time. I think that's the issue. I think... I'm trying to remember what the save was. Yeah, it's just a little irritating that it kept the quest open after I had already been
and see Rosa when I'm in town.
disqualified.
She'd like to know how it went with that book.
All right, what time is it right now? I have 4 in-game hours to get there. That's not great. Okay. What's my... frick, which one is it? It's... Which is the one that wakes me up? It's Cockerel, right? You're by 20. Do I have a Henry's Cockerel? I do. I have a few. There we go. Okay, hold on. I'm rather far from Gutenberg, but that is fine. I can probably make it in time. I just have to hurry. I have to go this way. Get across. Right? This route? Is the road right? Yeah.
Quick!
Nope, not dealing with that.
Go!
That's the problem. Like, when you're just traveling through the countryside and there's a guy looting a corpse on the side of the road, it's very tempting to stop and, tell him to cut it out. But I have a tournament to get to, and not a lot of time to get to it.
Go!
So that corpse is just gonna have to deal with his own problems.
Go!
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna turn right at the main thoroughfare.
Quick!
I mean, the issue is, I don't know, it depends. I'm not sure if the issue is fixed or not. I just have to get there in time.
Go!
Which means I'm basically I'm galloping the whole way. Or as much of the way as Pebbles will allow. Imp asks, what is the state of someone's soul if they're baptized to make their family happy but they don't really believe? When I was in high school, a girl I liked went through RCIA just to make her grandma happy. I would say... that the grace of baptism is efficacious, regardless of the intent involved. However, So fast travel is an option, but it is actually faster to go on foot.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
And by faster, I
Hallowed be
mean
thy
not
name.
in real time faster, but
Thy
in
kingdom
game
come.
hours, it is faster.
Thy will be done.
Because the
on
fast
earth
travel
as it
option,
is in
it
heaven.
takes you at
Give
a
us
set
this
travel
day
pace,
our daily bread.
but it's
And
not
forgive
like
us our
galloping.
trespasses.
Right.
As
So
we
it actually
forgive
takes
those
longer
who trespass
in
against us.
in-game
And
time
lead us not into
to get from
temptation,
place to place by fast travel.
but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women.
But yeah, so the
And
efficaciousness
blessed
of
is the fruit
baptism in
thy
that
womb,
case
Jesus.
is real.
Holy Mary,
Right? The sacrament
Mother of
does
God.
take effect.
Pray
I
for us
believe.
sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
There might be exceptions to that if you are say not just going through the motions, but like I guess you'd maybe say actively willing contrary to the grace of baptism, like willing to reject the grace of baptism. In a case like that, then it might not be efficacious, because you are what would be the term? Inappropriate matter for the sacrament. In that case.
Go!
But in the case you're describing, where she just sort of was going through the motions, she was intending to be baptized, but intending to be baptized not out of faith, but out of a kind of social obligation, wanting to make her grandma happy, that sort of thing. I do think that, yes, that would be efficacious. However, very important caveat is that of whom much is given, much is expected. And that means that if you are baptized, that confers additional obligations upon you. That you are not merely bound to, not merely bound to the natural law, but to the divine law. Because you are now a Christian. Whether you like it or not, you're a Christian. Whether that was your original intention or not doesn't matter. You are in fact Christian. And so that means that you have the obligations of a Christian. And if she was not actually intending, really, to take this whole Christianity thing seriously, that can be a serious danger to her soul. Meaning that, yes, she gets the grace of baptism and maybe even gets the miraculous divine help to live a Christian life, but if she chooses not to live a Christian life,
Easy.
then that's all the
good
worse.
horse.
That is all the worse for her. How do I get in there? Let's see. Ah, excellent. Oh, here we go. I made it on time. That's better. Oh, God. Henry, take a bath. Oh, Henry. Bloody bastard.
Hear ye! Esteemed citizens of Gutenberg!
Yes, I'm probably gonna try and do some battle cries and
It
be
is
hungry.
my
Oh,
honor
hi, ladies.
and pleasure to welcome you to the Gutenberg
What is
tournament.
happening?
It is all thanks to the Swordsman's Guild and the wise town council. But I've also heard the opposite opinion. They say we think ourselves above nobility holding a tournament like this.
Ooh.
But I say a burgher is no worse than a nobleman. Burghers
Ooh.
can also wield weapons, both in battle and in sport.
Ooh, this is
So
spicy.
I declare glory to our contenders, Glory to Gutenberg! And let the tournament begin!
I think they just spawned
Come
in
and
the
put your
wrong
tournament
location
armor on
because the
quickly so you
cutscene
don't miss your
started.
due.
We'll begin with the sword
Oh!
and
Oh!
shield
Oh,
discipline.
Lord! Okay, that happened.
You can use your shield to cover yourself, bash or hide your blade to surprise your opponent.
I know how to use a shield.
And
Calm
I'm
down.
sure our contenders have many more tricks up their sleeves.
Oh, right. Okay, I have my stuff. All right, sweet. Let me
That's
just
why we expect
sharpen real quick.
today's duel to be quite a spectacle. Let's get to it. And now,
That's one sharp blade.
fighters go head to head.
I'm about to be announced. Hold on, I gotta do this real quick. Fix time. Hold on, almost. There we go. What?
As you may know, Henry was involved in the recent dispute of the city's Fechthalle and has been instrumental in its resolution. So, it is in part thanks to him that we can hold this great tournament.
Okay, so I have to kind of talk
And
about this,
which
don't I?
worthy opponent has Lady Fortune chosen for him?
Because this tournament became extremely
Willem the
political.
Thatcher. He used to be a miner, but he says he missed the sunshine. That's why he became a Thatcher, to be closer to heavens and enjoy the sunshine to the fullest. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow.
Fantastic!
All right, we ready?
Contenders, get to it.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
End of duel.
All right, excellent. Another round of the duel.
This contender overpowered his opponent in the first round.
All right, round two.
Ready? Go for
So
it.
why is this so dramatically political?
No idea you could even do that.
No, you don't.
Woo!
Fuck me!
My God!
Speed.
Wanker!
All right,
End
excellent.
of duel.
Yeah, so actually this is I mean, that does actually fit with this time period, right?
One winner.
That does fit quite well with this time period where burghers are a kind of burgeoning middle class. And who are
We'll see a duel between two men, neither of whom is to be trifled with.
Careful.
Zdeněk of the Gate, an honest miner.
let me resharpen
who will have
while I do this.
huge support
Um,
today.
yeah,
He
35,
promised
but whatever.
to donate all his
Alright.
winnings to the construction
already
of
sharp.
St.
My
Barbara's
word.
Cathedral.
You're quite a skilled swordsman.
And surely he will face
Get some repair kits.
an equally brave
But anyway, yeah,
warrior.
that's actually fascinating. That this whole idea that
Produce Otto,
um,
as I'm sure you've smelled
that there's a
him
bunch of
long before you
burgers,
see him.
that is to say,
That
you know,
being said,
wealthy merchant types,
Otto is a funny, handy bloke.
who are
Let's
just
see who will be
here
standing who's high today.
putting on a tournament,
May the
which is a very
best
much a
man-
noble activity, and doing so kind of in the face of the nobility. And I would say, well, no, they don't mean it like that. But no. He was really explicit just there. Like, no, we are no worse than the nobility. We burghers. We middle class. That was an extremely... Oh, hey, Nomad, how you doing? That was an extremely spicy introduction.
No time to lose.
That was
Get to it.
that was basically just standing up to the nobility and saying, "No, screw you guys. We're cool too. We are a rising social class." Ooh, good hit. Jesus, ladies.
Striking down.
This is gonna take a while. Only fools that skill.
End of
There we
duel.
go. All right, let's wait a little bit and let's go
This
for our next
fierce
round, shall we?
contender.
There we go.
Now comes the final sword and shield duel. Welcome to those who are yet to meet their match.
Wait, what?
Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more.
Right. Why are they booing?
He's going to face another brave warrior. Ogre Otto, the Tanner. I wish both of you the best of luck
Tanner,
and a
huh?
steady
Okay.
arm.
Yeah, these are all, like, even the contestants are burgers.
Yes!
That's very odd. Man, this is interesting.
Contenders, get to it.
This is making me think of some stuff for D&D, because I've got a tournament coming up in my D&D campaign. Oh, ouchie!
The shield and into him.
What a magnificent sword! Weighs nothing! I had no idea you could even do that with a shield!
End of
Oop,
duel.
sorry, buddy. All right, next round.
For yourselves, which contender handles his weapon better? Henry!
Or wait, really?
Let's wish him luck
You-
in the next round.
You should not be cheering for me. That seems
And his
inappropriate.
rival too. He may still turn the duel around.
Okay, all right, fine.
Just like that.
No time to lose.
This time,
Get
beat
to
up
it.
even more quickly!
Count your chickens before they hatch.
Go fuck yourself.
Woo! That was a nice cut. That was interesting.
Son of a bitch.
End of duel.
Well done. All right. Excellent.
People of Kuttenberg, behold his shield, an impenetrable wall, his sword.
Hold on. Yeah.
A punishing weapon, an undefeated and unmatched fighter. Henry of Skalitz. Let's move on to the art of the longsword.
I made it.
What do I
This
get?
is the most difficult and
Hunting
most
sword and a bunch
beautiful
of
art
arrows.
of them
Not bad.
all, as it combines the best of the others.
I haven't seen sword.
Right to look forward to these
Give me the gear for the next discipline.
Let's trade
Of
these.
course. Just a moment. I'll help you put it on.
What are we doing this time?
Farewell, sir.
Ah, it's longsword time.
Men who could easily make war their trade will now be competing for Lady Fortune's favor. Henry of Scarlet, welcome him once more. Now his skills will be
That's
put to
one
the test
sharp blade.
by a
Okay,
tough
got her sharpened,
builder
that's all.
Who's well known across the town. Matthew the Minter. He entered the tournament to win over the heart of a fair maiden whose name he was too shy to reveal.
Ah, really? Interesting.
But
Okay,
we all
alright.
wish him luck and
Alright.
hope Dorothy will reward his bravery.
Really? Really? You're just that rude, aren't you? Wow. Wow, alright. He doesn't want to say who his lover is, but I will. God. I love this guy. I love this guy. Exactly, Erica. This announcer.
Who'll
just-
taste the glory and who'll feel
Excellent.
the sting of defeat?
I love this
That
guy.
will soon be decided.
I feel like he's like. Yes, he does. I agree. He absolutely does. Oh wait, just so okay. To clarify, Ibsen, this is not a sweater.
Contenders,
This is a robe.
Yes!
This is a full length.
No mercy!
Ow, ow! Hey, stop it.
I feel quite hungry!
End of
There we
duel.
go. All right, excellent. Ow!
Fierce contender overpowered his opponent
I am-
in the first round.
Wait, you assumed I was 5'8" to 5'10"? Why? Why would you assume
Winner
that?
of the sword and
I'm like
shield
6'1".
discipline, Henry of Scarlets. He clearly has the advantage.
What do you mean I
will
say
he be
I'm
able
6'1"?
to use it? We shall see.
Okay, well okay. Either I'm
Glory of
6'1"
Gutenberg, let the duel
or
begin.
I'm 6 feet, and my dad has shrunk since he was 6 feet tall.
For the cross!
Ah, awesome, awesome battle cry. Ow, too slow.
Wank.
Not too slow.
End of duel.
Yeah, most people are taller than you. That is true,
Lady
but we
Fortune
did go visit
has
Veronica
fairly
once.
decided to award the second victory to the stronger of the two contenders.
I forget. Are you taller than
Winner of
Bryce?
the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Scarlets.
Oh, I forgot to. I didn't do slow there. Okay, time to wait for my duel. We go sharpen and repair and all that stuff.
In a moment, we'll see a duel between two skilled and seasoned fighters.
I'm gonna sharpen this thing, I guess. Why not? Since I got time.
And who's going to face him? Christoph the lefty. Thorough and consistent all around. He always leaves home left foot first. Wears his hat tilted to the left, and he can always tell if something's
This is
not
sharp enough as
right.
it is.
A little taller.
They taught him well at the Bechthalle.
Drop it a little
so
bit.
pay attention, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow.
Excuse me, I'd like to use that. I'd like to use that, please.
Let your steel ring. Fight.
Sim says, I think in my head I've always pictured Mrs. McCoy looking like her profile avatar, rather than how she actually looks. Just imagine this very tall Inuit woman bumping into you and simply says, you two are together. Many years later,
Victory in the first duel went to
That
this
was fast.
skillful swordsman who
really fast
displayed
defeat.
truly beautiful technique.
Yes, that is not true, and
lefty.
actually, Erica looks almost
It seems Lady Luck is on his side.
very little like
Let's
her
see
profile
how
picture, because
fickle she is
that's a character
today.
for us. That's a D&D character.
No time to lose. Get to it.
Dang, guys. Ooh, okay, there we go.
End of duel.
There we go. That did it.
A second hard-earned win for this famous and truly mighty contender.
Alright, let's wait.
Christoph the
no, I'm gonna have a bite
Lefty.
to eat.
He fought bravely.
Did I finish Call of Cthulhu? Yeah, yep, finished it up.
The final clash, which will show
I
whether
did
Lady
not
Luck
do,
is still
like,
on his
all of the
side.
possible
Is
endings
about
on stream.
to begin.
I just did the what I think is probably the best ending.
Here we are.
May Lady Fortune smile on you next time.
Now, we'll see
Huh?
a duel between two men, neither of whom is to be trifled with. Henry of Skalitz. Lady
Yeah.
Luck wasn't on his side during the longsword discipline.
What?
But let's see how he fares now.
I'm sorry, what?
And show he will face an equally brave warrior.
I want to return the...
Wonderful. Sacre. That's not
Who will taste the glory
I want to
What did I
return the tournament.
great.
sting of defeat? Will soon be
All
What
right.
did I just do?
decided. Duels in heavy armor are coming up next.
All right, well, let me. Oh, Henry. Why that? Alright, that'll do us, right? Yeah. Fully equipped.
Enjoy the last and most brutal duels of today's tournament.
Well, it goofed up on the longsword one, apparently, because it just waited. Ooh, he's going hammer. Hmm.
If you met, then so does half the town.
Let your steel ring.
You know what? No, I should go with longsword, because I can go Meisterhelm. I can go Meisterhelm.
Death!
Oh. I would say so.
That was a bloody good strike.
Did I get that right? I know, just do it. Show us your move. Possible.
Come on. Come on. Right in the face.
End of duel.
All right. I did get hit
A
pretty hard
brave
there.
Contender secured the first victory.
Hey, Baze, how you doing?
Henry.
Why are
Victory is
you-
within his reach, but things
Why
are
are you like
far
this?
from over.
Okay, whatever.
His opponent surely won't go down without a fight.
I need to do something about this controller, because I just tapped it forward and I just started going.
Contenders, get to it.
This time, make him a little more
Oh, whoops. Sorry, buddy. I guess I got a good hit in there.
You both put up a spectacular fight.
No,
There can
actually,
only
that was
be
pathetic.
One
I'm
winner.
sorry, but that was not good.
Henry, whom we've already seen in the longsword discipline.
And Sword and Shield.
And now, two great fighters go head to head.
I'm not gonna wait this time.
Matthew
I don't trust it.
the Minter. And now, he's going to face another brave warrior. Christoph the Lefty.
I'm gonna go bath. I'm
Watch
gonna have a little
closely.
bathe.
We'll now see whose skill proves to be greater.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Contenders, forward.
This one is sharpened already.
Alright, let's see if I need to fix anything up. Nope. Oh, I already think I did. Didn't I? Didn't really need to, but alright. No, we're good. Anyway, yeah, I love this announcer. This guy's great.
Really smiled on you today, eh?
And you get another right away.
Anyway, so yeah, the tournament I have planned for our next D&D session is somewhat similar to this, but not quite. Oh, that's a torch. I needed to put. Oh, jeez. I need to do this when I actually go fight.
End of duel.
Woo, good one. Oh yeah, the Sydney Sweeney video. Yeah, the references No Country for Old Men. I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Christoph the Lefty.
That was pretty good.
Victories
most
within
of-
his
honestly,
reach,
most of Freedom
but
Tunes videos
things
are pretty good.
Far from over. His opponent surely won't go down without a fight.
I'm looking forward to. I'm certain. Believe it or not, I actually have not seen No Country for Old Men.
Fight.
I recognize the reference just because it's a well-known scene, so kind of I've seen that scene before.
End of duel.
That was it. That's all it took. You nicked him in the bicep.
A second hard-earned win for this famous and truly mighty contender,
All right.
Christoph the Lefty. He
Is he actually
truly
lefty?
put up a great fight.
It didn't look like he was a lefty.
But let's allow him some rest before the final encounter, which he'll, of course, be participating in.
Against me, right? I assume it's me.
Now, let's move on to the final duel between the finest warriors
Yep, it's
we
me.
have seen today.
Anyway, so my
Henry of
tournament.
Skalitz, who has already triumphed once today. Now his skills will be put to the test by a tough bruiser who's well known across the town.
Yeah, my tournament is essentially going to be multiple events, much like this.
May God and fortune decide.
Divided up by
No time to lose.
weapon duels.
Get to
Oh
it.
man, see I should have done that. But I.
Hot you! Oh!
Ooh, I got him right in the face.
End of duel.
All right, there we go. Okay, so I've got what is it?
Fierce
I've got
contender overpowered his
swords,
opponent in the first
sword and shield,
round.
heavy weapons,
of
pole
Skalitz.
arms, all
For
duels.
the glory of Gutenberg. Let
And
the
then
duel
I have
begin.
the melee, which is basically just free for all. Everybody gets in the ring and beats the living shit out of each other to yield.
End of duel.
And then there's also a shooting contest
People
and
of
there's a.
Gutenberg, behold, undefeated.
I guess you'd call it a
and
mage's duel
indomitable,
or a wizard's duel.
Nimble and strong.
But given that my setting
Those
doesn't
are the
really have
qualities
many,
of today's
like, combat
free
mages.
combat champion.
It's more of a magical contest.
Henry of Skalitz.
Mages competing
Lady
over who
Luck
can do cooler
wasn't on
magic
his
to each other
side
and
during the
around each other.
longsword discipline, but let's see how he fares now.
Okay, listen. Quiet you.
Hear ye, people of Gutenberg! This day has come to an end, and so has our tournament. But the glory of those who have excelled today will not fade with the setting sun. It will endure until they are finally overcome. God be with you,
It's this one, right?
good people
Yeah.
of Gutenberg.
I got a heater shield. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Alright. Cool. I should also probably just enter the tournament again for next time, huh? I should also talk to Menhard, because I need to pick up that quest that I picked up kind of last time.
You wouldn't have any work for me, would you?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not long.
Why?
She
We already
is
saw
a-
this.
Go to
We
her
already
barn.
heard all of
She
this, I
lives-
think. And that's it. Alright, let me go have a bath. And I might also go shopping for a new, more colorful Waffenrock. Because as much as I dig the Crusader thing, the matte black is just kind of... It's not very showy. You know, it's not very showy. Let's see, where is the nearest tailor? New activity. I need to talk to Rosa. But I have time. I have time that can do that. But where's a tailor? Where's the closest tailor? Right here. Alright, let's go check that out, shall we?
As well as your spirit.
What is this activity, anyway?
Crime of all kinds is surging in the city with dubious characters.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Should I do this now? I'll start it.
Menhard sent me.
Why not? I'll start it.
I heard you need somebody who knows how to fight.
Praise the Lord. I feared I wouldn't find anyone, and that would have been bad. That I'd end up all alone, just like with everything else.
First, tell me exactly what this is about. Menhard said it was fairly unusual.
My husband, may God rest his soul, left me saddled with some unpleasant business.
Oh, great.
He liked to spend evenings in the tavern and bet with the other regulars. And he promised one of them a fair sum of money after losing a bet.
Uh-oh.
That waster of mine recently passed away, and the other fella, Radmill, the cobbler's apprentice, has been hounding me like there's no tomorrow. He swears that he won fair and square and that I have to pay him the money, although I've hardly any myself. But he has no written record of it. We even went to the city council, but they just slammed the door on us. Since my husband's will says disputes are to be resolved by duel and Radmill won't relinquish his claim, it's up to God himself to judge. As a widow, I have the holy right for a fighter to stand for me.
Tell me more
Okay.
about my opponent. What kind of man is he?
Well, Jesus Christ be praised.
Perhaps we could reason with him.
What do you want to know about him? He's a whoremonger, lucky enough to run into that gullible husband of mine. There's no talking to him, which makes me wonder why Cobbler Yolen keeps a leech like that in his employ.
Okay. Sure.
I'll fight for you.
Thank you. I was hoping you wouldn't leave a poor old widow in a lurch. Go make arrangements for the duel with that fool, the cobbler's man, in the town hall.
I wonder if I can just intimidate him into submission.
Farewell, my friend.
I am big and scary. Certainly. Be quiet, doggo.
How's your sister?
Anyway, speaking of World War One and Martyr Maid's podcast and doggos, there's a funny little story in there that I was only vaguely aware of. I hadn't heard all of. I've never heard all of the details of this before. Which is that that apparently, well, some would say at least that part of why Adolf Hitler was the way that he was, and part of what sort of set him off into hatred. Oh, that's not right.
You can't just stroll around here.
Okay, sorry. I was going here. This is where I was going.
Strange.
I left your door open, sorry. What do we got? Ooh, swanky. I mean, that isn't bad. I kind of love that. Ooh. That's nice. That is real nice. It's only grade 2, though, this one. I'm gonna go with red. Oops.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, let's offer 70.
Ei! Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
All right, awesome. That's gonna look real nice. Gonna look real nice. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now let's go find this guy that we're supposed to duel. Where is it? Anyway, so as I was saying, this whole thing about something that I just sort of recently found out from Martyr Maid's podcast about Hitler is that he had that Adolf Hitler had a crusty white dog named Foxy in German. It was oh shoot. I forget what the name of the dog was in German. Oh jeez, did I just kill a chicken? I just stepped on a chicken and it died. Poor thing. Anyway, it translates to Foxy. But yeah, this little he had this little dog, little crusty white dog, a terrier.
I'm going to see the mint master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that.
Don't delay me. I'm in a hurry.
Suit yourself, but I'm warning you.
Okay. I'm not actually going to go talk to him. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to do this. Wrong place. I hope I don't step on any more chickens. Don't delay me. I'm in a hurry. And I leave.
You won't believe this.
Anyway. But yeah, he had a crusty white dog. That he basically found. That basically ran off across no man's land from the English trenches. And that he caught, trained, loved very much for, like, most of the war. But then right near the end of the war, his dog was stolen from him by, I believe, basically like a train conductor who wanted to buy the dog from him. And he said no, because he loved his dog. He wanted to keep his dog. It was a good dog. And so this is at least allegedly, by some accounts, part of what kind of set him off and got him to be all, you know, Hitler. But yeah, so if you've ever wondered, Hitler had a crusty white dog who was stolen by a train conductor.
Damn it. It's always ordinary folk that get the short end of the stick.
Grüß dich.
Hi,
Wie kann
Klaus.
ich
I
dir
am
helfen,
comfy.
mein Herr?
Everyone's saying that. I look comfy. Well, I am. What now? Yolen, I need to talk to you. I says I always figured the tyrannical bent came from the arts background. I mean, it was a combination of a lot of things. Hitler was probably a little bit autistic.
Just watch where you're going next time.
He was a bit of a weird guy. He was very intellectual. He was an artist. He was also fiercely patriotic. In a time when his patria was in some really deep shit.
Wie geht's, mein Freund?
Radmill. You're not Radmill. Where's Radmill? Where's your guy? There he is.
Come on behalf of Widow Gerda. I will stand for her in battle. What terms shall we agree to?
So she went and found a swordsman anyway. I had hoped that it wouldn't come to this. I won that money fair and square.
But you don't have a witness, or any document.
No, I don't. Just my word. And I will gladly even swear on the cross. But once I pay the guild dues, they'll make me a master and I'll finally open my own workshop. I swear before God I'm in the right. And if there's no other way to defend my good fortune than with a weapon in my hand, so be it. Unless you would show mercy and let me win.
Lend you money. How about that?
If it's really just about money, I can lend you some.
You're kind, but now I can't back out. It would look like admitting I was making it up the entire time.
No.
I don't intend to break my word. And I certainly don't want to ruin my reputation by throwing a duel.
As you wish. Right is on my side, and God will certainly guide my hand. We just have to agree on the weapon you want to use.
I choose sword. Which weapon is best for you?
I'm a cobbler, not a swordsman. I'll have to borrow a weapon and armor from somebody. Go back to Gerda and tell her we're agreed and that we'll meet there. Southwest of the city is a large solitary tree on a hill. Gerda will know where, so come together.
There again? That is apparently a rather common place for dueling, because the last time we got into a duel, it was over there too. Alright, do we have enough time for this? I think so. Got half an hour, yeah. Let's go back and talk to Gerda.
You're always welcome.
Hold on now. Let's untrack our other quests, huh? So I don't get confused again. Yeah, Klaus, just trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. This old widow, she owes me money. Now, gosh, I know it'll be so late. It'll be like midnight. Anyway, you and your sass. Yeah, I will say, the fact that he is
Greetings.
willing to duel in this way, rather than just, you know, take a loan from Henry, does kind of indicate that he probably really thinks he's in the right.
Excuse me.
Sorry. But I don't care. I can't just back out now. Again, like Master Menhart said, I'm not to do anything that will besmirch the reputation of the Fexhall. So, you're not the widow. There you are. Gerda.
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
I went to see Radmill, and we agreed on terms.
And what weapon did you choose?
It'll be swords. Radmill went to find some armor, and then we'll meet at the big tree southwest of town.
Armor.
He said you'd know.
I know. And are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
You can leave right away.
It's not
By the way,
exactly close, and I
my
don't
other
want
drink
to
is
go
a glass of
traipsing
mead.
anywhere at this late hour. Come back during the daytime. Take care, and have a pleasant evening.
Be fine. Anyway, I've got a mead here that I've got. I went and got when we went to a nearby Renaissance festival on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. Brought the kids, saw a joust. Good times. You know, the usual stuff. It was good. And yeah, I got a nice bottle of mead, took home. Overall, just delightful. The joust was sketch. Okay, yes, all right. So first of all, in what would you say? In is this the Fex Hall? No, where's the Fex Hall? Yeah, it's right there, right? This is it. Yeah, that's the Fex Hall. I'm gonna go to sleep there.
Well, I'm not paying for it.
This isn't the Fex Hall. Oh, it's next door. Okay. Right.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, so in sort of like out of character terms, I guess you'd say, in like real world terms, the excuse me too. The Renaissance Festival, this is the Lady of the Lakes Renaissance Festival, if you're wondering if anyone is in the Florida area, in Land O'Lakes, Florida, which is maybe an hour away from us, not too far. It's a relatively new festival, and it's still sort of finding its feet. That isn't to say that it's, you know, bad. That isn't to say that it was like poorly put together and everything. It was still a nice size festival. They had a good number of people there and whatnot. But I'm gonna have to just put this here. I'm gonna have to equip this for now until I make a better sword. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. Not great though. How tired am I? Not tired at all. All right, I'm actually gonna go to a blacksmith. I'm gonna make a new sword. Let's see what I need. Yeah, 150, 142 versus 141, 130. And a noble sword is the best. Okay, deerskin, horn, sword guard, Toledo, steel iron. Let's get 3 just in case. Yes, I trailed off. I'm sorry, the point. Right. It is not. It was a good fare. It was a good fare. But it's new. It's clearly new and still sort of finding its feet to a great degree. That said, part of how that applies to the joust, well, for one, something that actually kind of frightened me about it, and Erica, you noticed this too. They were not wearing armor. The jousters. There were 4. There were four people jousting, and none of them had armor beyond. They had, I believe, they had arm and legs, and they had helmets at least, but they had no, plate mail, or anything like that. Anything like it that I could see, which is kind of frightening, honestly. That you would joust, even if it's, planned out, even if you're not even if it's what would you say? Even if it's a relatively safe joust, so to speak, it's still a joust. You're still tilting towards each other at a gallop on horseback, pointing sticks at each other. Yeah, fine, the lances are blunted and you have shields, but man, that seems disastrous, like a disaster waiting to happen. I would not think that unarmored jousting would be a good idea. Broken bone here, sever artery there, just adds to the realism. Help. Not you.
Sure. What is it you need?
I lost something, and I can't find it for the life of me.
Okay.
I'll be damned. It must be around here somewhere. Couldn't have vanished into thin air.
What are you looking for?
My leather satchel. I put it down here for a moment, and now it's gone?
Do you think someone took it?
I just don't know. My stomach started churning so bad, everything went blurry. So I shucked it off my back and ran off to... There was nothing else for it, see? And I was back in no time.
Yeah, someone must have nicked it.
A moment's distraction is all it takes. Someone must have filched it from you.
It is the middle of the city.
Not possible. Someone must have been following me. I'm in heaps of shit now. If I don't find it, I'm done for. All my tools are in there. Fine jewellery too. Gold, silver...
What?
Cut stones. A fortune, Everything I own.
Now hold on. Wait. What are you doing? Give it back right now.
Fuck.
Oh, no, you don't. Get back here, you shit.
Can I help you?
Fine.
You should probably go.
I am chasing a thief. Where'd he go? Little fucker. I hate the city. I hate cities. Anyway, I got robbed. Whatever. It's fine. It happens. I have enough money.
Come on then. Drunk and
I'll
screeching
get
like
you.
magpies.
Stop beating him!
Whatever. Let them fight. Anyway. So yeah, it would not be just a flesh wound if you happened to miss the shield, even slightly in a joust. You'd be run through. You'd be like, I think you'd be dead. I'm fairly certain that even a minor accident there would mean death. Yeah, that's horrifically dangerous.
My God, these furry monks.
Benefit of rural areas, much less impeded lines of fire. That is true. If he had just kind of robbed me in a field, I could have probably just had time to draw a string and load my crossbow and then just take him out. Oh yeah, the cringe chick. There was one of the fighters was a woman who was somewhat extreme, let's say. When it came to the like melee duels, she got a flamberge longsword. Which is a bit extra, I'll say.
Well, this one's gonna need some more work. Oh, this is useless. It's cold.
Right. Also, Monica and Saoirse were fighting each other a little bit. Yeah, that is also... Yep. Monica was also kept rushing off to me, and Gabriel was, when there wasn't anything loud and particularly eventful going on, he was picking random strangers in the crowd to just stare intently at. Just absolute intensity.
Oh, Herrgott. I better not botch this up. That's just great. There's no
Failed?
force in this one.
Serious. They did not beat up the cringe chick. I will say that cringe might be a little bit too severe to say. I would say try hard maybe would be a good slightly more charitable but still rather apt and good description.
myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas? Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. Talk about the inheritance. Your father's still alive.
It's completely cold.
Okay, let's try again. I mean, you're biased mostly just because you're currently playing a badass woman character who is not ultra tryhard.
Better not forget about that council assembly.
Oh, do I have to do that right now? Is that timed? Shoot. I think that's timed. I'm gonna have to save and quit.
Finally.
Okay, there we go. Oh no. That's yeah, Klaus. Very different character. Very different character. Although I do have a version of Jack in our current D&D game as an NPC, and he's still somewhat. I'm not gonna say suicidal, but thank you. Quality 3 at least. Okay, 3 is good. 3 is good. It's an oh no, he's hot situation. Oof. Jeez. You got him fired, sort of. It's more like you were his replacements, and he got himself laid off. So, to explain the situation, Jack was the captain, the former captain of the King's Guard, or the previous king. And the previous king died of old age. So, he did his job. He did well. He did a good job. Right? It's just that now, he has nothing better to do. Do I have to do this now? I'm going to look this up at some point, I suppose. I have to do all of these, so. Yeah. So he was a victim of his own success, as it were. It's just that now he has nothing better to do than to drink, and so he does quite a bit of it. That's all. He's that kind of guy, you know. Which, frankly, it's almost the Sherlock Holmes archetype. Like, busy, bored, drunk. Not on opiates, but whatever. You get the idea. Alright. I'm going to call it here. Just in case this quest is timed. We can pick it up next time, and I will find out in the interim whether it's timed or not. So I do think I'm going to call it there. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Short stream tonight, but we got our tournament in, so that was good. And we got to see the dramatically political statement of burgers are people too. That sort of thing. So, what in the world is that? I think a cat is getting into trouble. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. I will see you guys on Thursday for more Expedition 33. I will try not to make myself sick again. Fingers crossed. And until then, remember, don't be safe, be well. More importantly, be good. Maybe try and stay warm. Night, guys. Oh, that was you! That was you! Oh, okay, hold on. Before I say goodnight, that was you cleaning your keyboard and going... Anyway. I thought it was a cat getting into stuff. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you again. See you next time.